Yeah, my people, welcome back, man. Welcome back to Nicardo Media House with another morning. So, best up to the people. They don't know Wednesday morning, people. Check in. Look, not make much things to talk about today, but the show for go on, the show for continue, and big up to the few selective people that originally and always waiting for 8 a.m. So the video can drop. You understand? Bless up to the people, always wait for the morning inside Monday to Friday. And bless up to the newcomers as well, just joining over here, just finding out about this platform. Welcome to the morning inside family. But I mean, look, I have some interesting news. Just listen. So Deshawn Bernard team, Sheffield Wednesday, coached by the German Demarai, he saved them on the last day of the championship season last season. Deshawn Bernard said he's one of the reasons why he rejoined back the Sheffield Wednesday team, because of this man direction and because he know to get the best out of him, and the direction of where you want the club to go and have that vision of go Premier League. So Deshawn Bernard have highly rated this coach. This coach have highly rated Deshawn Bernard. Said Deshawn Bernard is in his most valuable piece in this squad. His best defensive line player in this squad. You understand? One of the first things to always be on the starting lineup sheet. He has said that as well. So guess what? Southampton manager that got sacked. They lost 5 to Spurs, over the weekend. Jonathan Russell. That's his name, Jonathan Russell? Russell Martin, his name, Russell Martin. Got the sack. Now, 2 managers that heavily link with that job as well. And it's West Brom, a coach that just started to favor Mason Holgate in this team, that said, look, after a disaster of injuries hit the West Brom team and he started to play the Reggae Boy International more, he found out that this guy has something about him, that he brings something a little bit more special to the West Brom backline. You get what I say? So what if these 2 coaches, no, not what if 2, but what if one of these 2 coaches go to Southampton? Will we see a possibility of a chance? Because we see the trajectory of Carlos Carbon, especially Danny Rowe, for Sheffield. He have, quite a few players that have played for Southampton in the past. You get me? I say it's either on loan or his permanent deal. So he go back because he once was assistant coach under Ralph, the German coach, when the last time Southampton was in the Premier League. So he understand the philosophy, he understand the club. But I'm saying he's the one out of the 2 more heavily linked. So you can't get up any given morning and hear that, look, Deshawn Bernard have lost one of his best coach of his career so far, and how that will play the role of Deshawn Bernard stay at Sheffield, because this man saved them on the last day of the championship season last season. So it's a very critical moment, and this is not the first time Mason Holgate coach Carlos Carbon, on the verge of linking or a move away from the club. I think he linked with the Wolves job as well. Quite a few jobs out there have linked with. So you could see that both reggaeboyz center have very, very good coach, at the helm, that coaching them at their club level. So it's very critical moment as well. But can we see a Bernard at Southampton? I don't know. Can we see a Mason Holgate at Southampton if the coach? But let's see what's going to happen. But I mean, look, moving on from that. What happened yesterday with the Marcus Rashford, by Henry Winter? Guy getting that big story out in England yesterday. It also caused a little bit of effect on Ravel Morrison, because look, a lot of media houses have been reported that, look, this is Manchester United arguably their best academic product. And guess what? Ravel Morrison started to trend again on Twitter. Look, out of all the reggaeboyz players, you can't buy this. Ravel Morrison are one of the most trend reggaeboy player right now that always trend on Twitter. There's always a conversation about Ravel Morrison. People, you cannot make this up. The man them say Rashford is arguably one of Manchester United best academic player. The man them say no way. Ravel Morrison is the best academic product, the best one that to walk to the door, in recent times under the Sir Alex Ferguson era come all the way up until now. When I go back into the Buzz Babes, because we don't really know not much about the Buzz Babes around this one with Bobby Charlton, but in the Sir Alex Ferguson era until now, Ravel is the best academy product that they said like in terms of how gifted this player is. And when I started to see Ravel start to trend on Twitter, this is what also popped up again. Something that when I heard this story, it's just I cannot stop laugh. And this is what, once was Wilfred Zaha versus Ravel Morrison on the field fighting, when they both were playing for the England under 21 against Lithuania.
It's getting me mad. He was moving like he was Ronaldinho and the rest of us are just no one. He's getting a ball and he's just doing tricks, and the only time he passes it is if he really needs to.
Yeah.
And we're just stood there with our hands on our hips whilst he's going past 6 Lithuanian players. We can all do that. We can all hog the ball and go past all of them and do whatever. Yeah. But we're not doing it. We're trying to... I was literally like, what are you doing? Like, we can all do what you're doing right now. Like, pass the ball, bro. And out the blue, he's just pushed me. I'm like, are you dumb? So, what's the goal? I pushed him back or whatever. And it was just like, this is just nonsense on the pitch. Then when you go inside, a man's silent. You're trying to push man outside like you're on whatever. And then when we go inside, you're just in your corner on your own thing. So I was like, what the hell? Because it got me really mad because the rest of the team are playing normally, but he's just doing tricks and whatever. And then you push me out the blue. Keep that energy when we go indoors.
Facts.
But he didn't. What are you on?
Yeah.
Like, why are you coming on that like you're better than everyone else or whatever?
Yeah.
So yeah, that annoyed me, man.
So you cannot make this up, people. You cannot make this up. But look, put fun and joke aside. This will show you that the caliber, a skill set this player have in Laka. Yeah, the caliber of player like this player, the reggae boy have like Ravel. Only thing you can ask a Ravel, stay focused, get fitter, get stronger, and you will get the best out of Ravel. But you just never know what you're going to get with the Ravel. But look, man, this guy is such a great talent. And, the Reggae Boys, I think, we can just say, look, we're lucky if we have this guy in our selection process or in the pool of getting selected for the national team, because this guy is such a lovely footballer. Like, everybody love this fella, but it's always like that's wasted talent. But that's what, the Ravel issue, Ravel has been trending over Twitter over the last 24 hours, probably. You could say a little less than, around 24 hours from now. You understand? But, move on from that. But, sad news, Khadija Bonisha, not able to make the Barcelona trip because of, she sustained a leg injury over the weekend, missing the Everton game. Everton beat Manchester City. Chelsea woman team dropped points. Against Leicester City, they came back from 1-0 down, draw that game. This is the first time Chelsea had dropped points, of the season. They also beat Real Madrid yesterday, in the Women's Champions League. This is the thing I'm telling about, people. When Khadija Bonisha is not playing for City, it's a different story. And guess what? Over the years that, Khadija Bonisha have been playing for City and playing against Everton, since 2021, Khadija Bonisha have scored 10 goals on Everton. And you will say, with that defeat that City got, over, the weekend as well in the WSL, to stay, 7 points behind, the Chelsea team that them could have win, to go just 2 points or 3 points behind them. No Khadija Bonisha, no show for Manchester City. This is what I'm talking about. It's going to be a tough job. So when Chelsea play first and drop points, City go lose. No Bonisha. No Bonisha will be in Barcelona, later from now. What will be the results? I don't know. Will Barcelona trash Man City and go top up the zone, and then Khadija Bonisha and Man City might get a tougher draw in the knockout round, which they are already qualified, but to finish on top of the zone, you more get a favorable, fixture in the knockout round. But moving on again, Kaim Dixon, came off the bench yesterday for Charlton Athletic versus Birmingham. The game draw 2-2, no show for Kaim. No show, no goals, nothing, on the stat sheet for Kaim Dixon to show that he scored or he assisted, but he played 30 plus minutes in the game. The coach still upset with Kaim Dixon because of that game. He started his first senior game. So I think it was in the EFL when they play who they played again? Was it Reading? I think they played Reading. I don't remember who they played. Trying to remember who they played, but yeah, it's up there on the screen. You know, so he's still upset with Kaim, but Kaim just these things are going to happen. You know, but moving on again, the last one, and this is update I have been working on for the last 7 days. Yeah, or less. This is where I got my source from. You know, this is where, you know, I got information from this fella over here on Twitter. So if you want to know about some of the latest what's going on in the Saudi Pro League, this is the page to follow up on the screen right now. You understand? So look, some update, some really good news, positive news surrounding Demarai. Look, we know the scenario. I don't know how many of you have been following it, but the scenario, you know, for the last couple of months, you know, the poor running of Al-Ettifaq, you know, before they won the last game, before, you know, the winter break in the Saudi Pro League, the last league game that they won go all the way back to September the 4th. You know, it was a long stretch, you know, of winless results, you know, draw, lose. One time them lose 3 games on the bounce. Steve Gerrard head, you know, was on the block to get, you know, you don't know, to get the sack for Al-Ettifaq, but things seems like it take a little bit of twist. You know, Steve Gerrard have gotten a little bit of more grip on the squad. You know, Demarai, you know, that's his signing. Demi wasn't getting enough game. You know, this is the first time Demi have been playing consistent like this, play close to 90 minutes. The last time this happened, it was back in the fixtures, you know, of last season in April. You know, so things are going well for Demi on the pitch and also off the pitch. You know, the Stevie Gerrard and Al-Ettifaq, you know, ownership, the president, there's like a relationship there again. You know, the relationship with the board and also Demarai is also back together again. You know, things have settled a little bit more. You know, reportedly, allegedly, they're allowing Stevie Gerrard to have full control of the squad movements again, of who get picked, who play, and all of that without any, you know, anyone interfere with him. You know, so, you know, I said this already a couple of months ago. Stevie Gerrard wasn't having full control of what I saw in reports. You know, and you could see that Demarai wasn't getting enough game. They playing the other foreign-based players. No, Stevie Gerrard, things have settled off the pitch, and Demarai looked a little bit more sharp. You know, he looked like the Demarai that we saw in 2023 that gave us, you know, 8 goals involvement in 11 games for the reggaeboyz that during that calendar year. You know, 5 goals and 3 assists. You know, so hopefully coming back next year, you know, a couple weeks from now, after the winter break for Demarai, things can continue. We know he was linked with a move away to Turkey, you know, away from the Saudi Pro League, and links were going back to the championship where he started out with Birmingham. So things have settled now. You know, I'm monitoring the situation really well, and also Ronaldo Cephas, you know, things over there in Ankara, Turkey, it's not looking good. You know, this club have banned for 3 transfer periods where they can't make any ins and out. You know, and we saw what happened, you know, with Ronaldo Cephas throughout the entire summer. He wanted to leave. He frozen out of the squad. You know, so things are a little bit more steady, you know, on his side where he's getting minutes. But when you're talking about off the field issue, it's still ugly in Ankara. You know, administration issues, you know, so I don't know how much this going to feedback on the Reggae Boy International, but I mean, people, these are the situation, you know, I'm monitoring closely. You know, I'm getting connection with, you know, people who affiliate with these clubs so I can get more information. So if anything appear in the near future, I will report to you guys. But, you know, and also, you know, there is some more news breaking out that the ban might lift. There is still a court case going on with the Ankara Gucu Ronaldo Cephas team. Their administration is trying to see how they can get this ban lift, so they can get new players in. This team is in a crisis. As I said, the last video that I did on Ronaldo Cephas, that look, this team, is outside of the playoff. So if the league is supposed to stop right now, this team will not be competing for a playoff spot, or not competing in the playoff, to get promoted to the Super League, which is the first top tier football in Turkey. They got relegated last season. So, let's see, where the future holds for Cephas. Let's see if this court case can solve really quickly. So maybe the player can sort out his club situation, and maybe there is a move for him. Because as we know, he's still getting minutes, but this player is still unhappy at the club. So hopefully, if this case close and this case solved and the ban have lifted, because of Ankara Gucu have been banned for 3 transfer period, let's see what's going to happen. The future, what will stand with the Reggae Boy International Ronaldo Cephas. I've come to the end of the Morning Insider. Bless upon yourself, people. As always, you understand, salute. See you guys tomorrow. Click, click.